Hey guys, welcome to another The Parrott Bros video. Today we're going to be showing you how to make a cup holder for a Mk1 Audi TT. So all you've got to do is order one of these. This was off eBay and it costs $3.95. Took a couple of weeks to come, as I'm sure it come from China. So if you're in a rush, I think you can get better ones, but they're probably a little bit more expensive. So what we're going to do is we'll show you how to take it from this to this. So there's the finished product. You can see nice and simple. Right, so before we begin, I just wanted to quickly go over what tools you'll need to achieve this video today. Now, you've got a multi-tool on the right hand side there. Either that or a hacksaw will get the job done. Hacksaw will be a little bit more effort, but the multi-tool, if you've got one, is ideal. You'll need a tape measure and pen or pencil, a couple of files, a drill bit set, a drill, and then either a coach bolt or roofing bolt, a washer, and a nut or wing nut. And that's all you need, besides obviously the cup holder and the center console mount where you're going to be screwing it onto. Okay, so let's get started. Right, so this is, at the moment, this is just a cup holder that fits into an existing cup holder just to make it two. And what we're going to do is we're going to basically mount this onto there to give you your two cup holders inside the car. Now, what we're going to do to start with is I'm going to pop that there, somewhere sort of near the top, probably about 10mm down, just enough to get a Sharpie in, and you're basically going to draw around it. So what I'll do is just position this there like that, try and get it nice and centered, because what you're trying to do is get the contour, the shape of the slot that you're going to be cutting it to. There we go. Right, so I don't know if you can see this on camera, you probably won't be able to, but yeah, you can just see it there. See the pen line, give it a nice oval onto the shape, and then we'll move on to the cutting, and then we'll give it a mock-up. We'll probably just need to, once cut, give it just a little sand just to get it 100% right, and then we'll discuss how you're going to fix it down onto there. So I'll be back with you in a moment and we'll get it cut. Right, so on to stage two. This is the cutting part. So what I'm going to use is a multi-tool. Now, if you haven't got one of these, you can use a hacksaw. You could cut it straight and then file your way back up to the top, but I'll have a go with this because this just tends to be that little bit easier for sort of fine cuts and stuff. But what I'll do is I'll also fast forward through this video because it's going to be quite noisy, plus obviously you don't want to see me cutting in slow motion. So I'll come back to you in a minute. So this is the cutting part. Always make sure your blade's tight first. Now, one tip I forgot to mention was make sure you mark the shape of this both sides, because in that way obviously you'll be able to get, you sort of stop at the middle and then work your way back up the other side, and then we'll see how we go. Right, so there you have it. That is our temporarily done shape to size. Let's have a quick mock-up. Obviously we're going to need to trim off the crap at some point, but yeah, as you can see, that's not bad for a just a quick cut. What we'll do is we'll file off all the snot off of there. You can just about see there's some bits hanging off. We'll get that done and then we'll try it on and we can just mark any bits that need a little bit more attention. There you have it. So we filed down. It's a little bit uneven still, but what we'll do is, so we'll try that up. You can see there's a slight gap underneath it, just where we need to take a bit more off one side. But besides that, it's looking pretty good. Right, so now we're getting there. It may take you a bit of fettling just to get it bang on, but it's obviously worthwhile getting the best possible fitment you can, because you want it to obviously hold in drink, so you want it to be as flat as possible. Now, I'm pretty happy with that. What we'll do is we'll offer it up again and see what it looks like. Just making sure all the edges are flat, so it'll sit as nice as it can. Right. Oh yeah, that's much better. Right, so if I hold that up to you, you can just see there's no light coming through. There you go. And next we'll move on to bolting it on. Now, this trim can only go in one way. This end, you can see that? Yeah, that end has got something that it goes into in the car, and then the other side is a clip which pushes in. So you can't get it wrong when you're putting it back into the car. It's quite simple. But yeah, so what we're going to do is, I don't know if you can see this, but inside, no you can't. Inside in the middle, there's a bit of light where you can just about see that there's a place where you could drill a hole dead centre. And what that'll do, that gives you your bolting point. We'll go and get a coach bolt, and we'll be bolting down through this, out through the middle, and into the top of that. And then that'll be us fitted, and we can try it. And there you go. Right, so on to the next stage. Now, so what we're going to be doing is bolting this down onto this. And I've got a bolt with a crosshead just so you can get it nice and tight. I was going to go for a coach bolt, but then it has the square shoulder underneath, which would then mean I have to try and make a square hole in that, which would be a bit of a nightmare as it's only thin. A washer and a wing nut, just so if I ever wanted to take it off, it'd be easy enough to take off and put back on again. So there's that now. So we'll start by measuring the centre of this, so you can work out where you've got to drill. So the centre of this is 70 mils, it's 35 centre. And what you do is just eye up the centre, just double check, it's definitely right. As they say, measure twice, cut once. It saves you mucking it up. And then waiting another 3 weeks for one to be delivered. So, we'll start with a smaller drill bit just to get a nice hole. Just check that, perfect in the middle. Lovely. Right. Let's move up to a 6, then an 8. Right, there's your 6. Last but not least, onto the 8. And then just check it goes all the way through past the centre. As you can see there, look, comes up through the middle, so you know you're definitely going to get the bolt through. Alright, there you have it. So, hole through the top. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to measure centre and drill this, and then I'll just bolt this onto that. So then, rather than trying to drill through this onto that, if I measure, right. So this is 75, so it's 37.5. Okay, and then you'll have to eye up centre because it's oval, so it's not going to be the easiest thing to measure. I don't know if you can see that, but you probably can't, but there's a cross in the centre. So we'll get that drilled, and then we'll bolt it all together. Right, so again, I'll do it on 3 stages just because it makes for a nicer cut and it won't go through too aggressively. Always take your time, and you don't want to either mess it up or hurt yourself. Again, so onto the, there we go, perfect. So nice hole in the centre, hole in this, so we'll get this bolted up and see where we are. Right, so first, nice tight fit through the bolt. Now this bolt's a little bit long, this is a 100mm bolt, so I'll probably end up cutting it down a bit, but you need a minimum of a 70mm bolt to go through and be able to get a washer on. So I mean 70 or 80mm is probably the ideal, or just get a slightly bigger one and cut it down. So there we go. That is it bolted together. You can see there. Bolted. So now we'll go and fit that in the car. Go and get a couple of cans of drink and see how we get on. Okay guys, so we're in the car now. We'll get this mounted in. So as I said to you earlier, there's a slot there which you put one end into, and then there's like a tab there. So basically this end with the hook goes onto the driver's side, and then onto the passenger side goes that end. So we'll just pop in the passenger side first, into the driver's side, and there you have it, done. Perfect. And all that movement is, there's a tiny bit of movement there, but that's actually the lid itself, which you're never going to get any different, and the original one will be exactly the same. So there you have it guys, thank you for watching, I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe and comment. I'd be more than happy to do some more videos on some other stuff if you give me some ideas. But just thought I wanted to do this one because obviously the lack of cup holders is annoying, and I don't really want to spend 100 quid on a genuine one. I'm more than happy to spend £5. And there you go. Thanks for watching guys, goodbye.